Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my god, I literally cannot believe it is already the first day of December. Like, this year is going by so fast. We just had the official month of Halloween and then we had our official month of Thanksgiving and now we're in the official month of Christmas, aka December. I asked you guys on Twitter what kind of look you wanted to see today, and I actually got a really mixed response. From a bunch of my younger sisters, I got a lot of requests for a very light, natural, but still super beautiful and glam look, perfect for the family Christmas party. But on the other hand, I got a ton of requests from some of my older followers to do a more intense, smoky look, perfect if you're trying to like ditch the family Christmas party, you don't want to cut the fruitcake with Grandma Helen or go Christmas caroling with Aunt Josephine, and instead, you're trying to go out with the girls, be a ho and get jolly with the elves, because if that's the plan, I'm in. Without further ado, I have a ton of my all-time favorite makeup products here in front of me from 2017, and today I'm going to show you guys how to go from nice to naughty. Let's get started. I already went ahead and I have my face fully primed using my all-time favorite moisturizer from Tatcha, but I'm going to start off with my foundations today, and I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Nude. I did pick up a brand new shade of this foundation today because I always get so many comments saying this foundation is way too yellow for my skin tone. Just to let you guys know, I do that on purpose because my body is very yellow, as you can see, but my neck happens to be very pink, which is so annoying. Hopefully this will be a lot better of a match for me so you guys can stop complaining. Then of course I'm just going to conceal under my eyes using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Sand. Even though we are starting off with the nice look, which is like the more toned down, natural glam type of look, I am going to go in with a lot of concealer just to cover up our under eye bags from, you know, being up late waiting for Santa. That was so cheesy. Then of course I'm just going to go in with my damp beauty blender and prance it into the skin just like the reindeer do on the rooftop. And then I'm just going to set my face in place using my damp beauty blender and my setting powder concoction for my mixing my setting powder video. I swear to God, you guys, I told you that I thought that video was going to be a joke, but I literally have not picked up any other setting powder than like the mixed concoction. This genuinely is so good. And then to contour my face today, I'm going to grab just a fluffy angle brush and my Benefit Hoola bronzer, and I'm going to lightly chisel out my face. I'm not going to do a like full on chiseled out snatched contour until much later on when we get to the naughty look. Like I said, this is just the natural everyday look for the family Christmas party. We're gonna have to contour after the feast when we're getting ready to go to the club. So that is actually my base all complete. I do like my skin how it is right now. It is definitely set in place, but throughout the day it'll get a little bit more oily and dewy looking, which is exactly what we want. I'm not going to bake, but what I'm gonna do is do my eyebrows quickly off camera to save some time, and I'll be right back to finish off the rest of the look. So those are both brows all complete and slayed. I've actually been trying out a new brow style lately. I kind of tweezed off a little bit of my brow tail, and I've been drawing them much more like straight as opposed to like up and then down. Let me know what you guys think. I really like this brow structure. I feel like it makes my face look really masculine, but let me know. Give me the tea. Anyways, moving on to eyeshadow. For today's eyeshadow look, I'm going to be using the Morphe 39A palette. This is the brand new holiday collection that I modeled for. I freaking love this palette. It is absolutely so stunning, and it literally has like any color combination you could possibly need. Perfect for this holiday season. This retails for $32, and of course you can use code JAMES for 10% off. I'm first going to start by grabbing an M513 brush and dip into this middle transition shade. It's just a light orange, and I'm going to dust this into the crease. I'm just going to put a little bit of this in, making sure to tap off my brush beforehand just to get a light wash of color on there. Next, I'm going to grab an M433 brush and dip into this kind of muted brownie tone up in here and just pack that on the lid. I'm just going to place this all over for a light wash of color. And then once I get to the crease, I'm carefully blending those two shades together, making sure not to take the darker brown up too high. Then I'm just going to grab another M433 brush and dip into this darker brown shade and use this to deepen up the outer corner. So that is the upper lash line shadow all complete. Like I told you guys, this is going to be super simple. I'm next going to grab my M151 brush and dip into that same kind of muted brown tone and just run this along the lower lash line. And then I'm just going to line my waterline using the Pretty Vulgar liner in the shade Nude. I freaking love this liner pencil. If you guys are someone who hates lining your waterline, hello, me. It's literally my least favorite type of my makeup routine. You guys need to check out these pencils. This is hashtag not sponsored, but Laura Lee showed me these and they're actually so good. They go on so smoothly. 10 out of 10, would recommend. Perfect stocking stuffer. For lashes today, on the natural look, I'm actually gonna glue on a pair of Ardell Demi Wispies. Then I'm just gonna pop these on like normal. Like I said, this is the natural look, so we're definitely going pretty natural. It is not every day that you see Sister James with an Ardell Demi Wispy lash, but I feel like at the end of the day, as much as us beauty gurus do make fun of these, they are honestly a really stunning lash for a more toned down look. Honestly, T, this looks kind of pretty. I'm gonna blend this together using my MAC Extended Play Mascara. Oh my god, look at my bottom lashes. Hello? This mascara is so good. Are you kidding? You're kidding. We love a natural sister. Alright babes, I'm gonna do the other eye off camera really quickly and I'll be right back to finish off the rest of the nice look. So those are both eyes all complete. I'm honestly really feeling this look. I feel so cute, so natural, ready for the Christmas feast. But of course we have to go in and finish off this look. So I'm gonna grab my Morphe E4 brush and my MAC blush in the shade Peaches. You guys know this is my all-time favorite blush and literally the only one that I ever use. And I'm just gonna apply a light wash of color on my cheeks. Before we go in with the glow, I'm gonna lightly spritz my skin using the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. And then just apply a light amount of your favorite highlighter. Of course, you guys know exactly which one I'll be using today. For once, we're actually not going overboard today. Just a light, subtle glow will do. For now. Then to finish off the nice look today, I'm gonna go into the ColourPop new lip balm in the shade Amber. I'm using a lip balm today instead of a regular liquid lipstick like I normally do for my everyday looks, simply because it's a lot more comfortable to wear, it'll last a whole lot longer, and you don't have to worry about your lips getting crusty and gross, especially when it comes to eating that Christmas feast. And then finally, I'm gonna pop a little bit of the Jouer lip topper in the shade Skinny Dip, just right in the middle to make them look a little bit more plump and give them some more dimension. All right, sisters, and that is the nice look all complete. Like I said, this is more of a toned down, natural, but still very, very beautiful glam, perfect for your family Christmas party. All right, so now that the family Christmas party is over, we've opened all sorts of amazing gifts, and we are ready to get down and get crunk and ho it out with all the elves. Let's take this look up a few notches. I'm first gonna start by popping these lashes off because, let's be real, they're pretty for that look, but they're not enough. In the first look, we went with a light bronzy base, but for this look, I definitely want to make my skin much more chiseled out, contoured, slayed for the gods, definitely baked so my face stays on all night long and glowy. I'm first going to go to my Morphe M510 brush, which is a light fluffy brush, and dip into the two left shades of the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and use this to chisel out my contour. Same thing with the forehead. Of course, you guys know I have to take it down a few notches. Now that my contours are much more intensified and chiseled out, we have to intensify, of course, the highlights too to make everything nice and balanced. So I'm gonna grab my damp beauty blender, well, I mean, relatively damp beauty blender, and dip into my translucent setting powder, and we're going to bake. I'm gonna press this right up against the nose contour lines, bringing a little bit of it below my eyelids to catch fallout for the eyeshadow look we do in a second. And then also right below the cheekbones to really cut that contour. While we're baking in place, the eyebrows are already complete, so let's go ahead and move on to intensifying the eyes. I'm going to stay using the 39A palette, and I'm going to grab an R39 brush and dip into this red cranberry shade up in this corner and use this to darken up the crease. I'm running this pretty heavily up in the crease. We're going to blend it out in a second, don't worry, but I do definitely want to add a lot more color to this look. I mean, how can we have a Christmas look without having red? We can't. Then we're going to grab that same blending brush that we used to pack on the shade on the lid beforehand, which is relatively clean at this point, and dip into this vibrant orange shade up in here, and use this to blend out the edges of the red. I'm going over these edges to make sure that color is nice and buffed out and blended, but being careful not to drag the color too far because we don't want this to go crazy. Then just using a clean, fluffy brush to go over all the edges. I'm next going to grab an M507 brush and dip into this dark reddy brown shade up in here and use it to darken up the outer V. And then with that same brush, I'm just going to dip into the slightest bit of black and just barely tap it on there. Then for Pop of Drama, to really make our eyes sparkle this holiday season, I'm going to cut out my lid using the Stila Magnificent Metals in the shade Kitten Karma. I'm going to pull in my mirror close so I can be accurate with this because I do already have lashes on, so I'm going to try not to get this everywhere, and we do want that cut crease to be very, very sharp. Since this is a very, very bright goldy champagne type glitter right next to a dark red, the transition between them is a little bit wonky, so I'm going to grab my MAC 242 brush and I'm going to dip into this kind of coppery shade up in here in the palette, and then I'm going to spritz it using some Skindinavia setting spray, and I'm going to use that to blend the two things together. That was a good idea. Whoa. Finally, to take this look one step further, I'm going to grab my Kat Von D tattoo liner in the shade Trooper, and I'm going to add on a small wing. For the lower lash line, I'm going to grab that same brush from before, being the M151, and dip into this dark maroon shade and use this to deepen up the color. And when I get to this inner corner, I'm going to pull forward, which is what you guys know I love to do when it comes to half cut creases, to really fool the eye into thinking that my eyes are bigger. Using the blending brush that had the orange on it, I'm just going to go over that edge to make sure it is blended out. And then taking an M559, which is this very, very tiny flat top brush, I'm going to grab that dark red tone brown and just put this right up against the lash line. And I'm going to use this shade as well to define that new inner corner. For lashes today, I'm going to pop on a pair of House of Lashes Iconics. I absolutely love these. It'll fit perfectly with this half cut crease, and it's been a hot minute since I've worn them. And then finally, to finish off the eye, I'm just going to grab my Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy Glitter Liner. I freaking love these. They are so stunning. And just pop a tiny little bit right on the inner corner. Because why not? Alright guys, and that is one eye all complete. As you can see, we went from very, very nice and natural to very, very smoky, intense, and naughty. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera quickly to save some time, and I'll be right back to finish off the rest of this look. So I definitely want to first start off by intensifying the glow, so I'm going to grab an M425 brush and dip into my favorite highlighter, and I'm going to first highlight the brow bone. Then I'm basically just going to go through and grab my M501 brush and dip into my highlighter as well, and I'm going to spritz it using some setting spray and just intensify all the highlights. Oh, we love a glowing sister. Oh! Next, just make my highlight glow a little bit more and just be a little bit extra because why not? It's the holiday season. I'm going to grab my Makeup Forever pigment in the shade number 13 and my same exact brush, and I'm just going to pick the tiniest bit of this up. You really cannot do a lot of this. Trust me, it's so intense. Like, ready for this? Here we go. Oh my god, so freaking pretty. Yeah. There she is. Aunt Josephine is shaking. I'm then just going to grab my E4 and a tiny bit of my blush in the shade Peaches and just use that to really make sure that the highlight and contour are blended together seamlessly. For lips, I'm going to apply the Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Rock Sand. And then finally, to finish off this look, I'm going to give my skin a good spritz of the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. And then set my face in place using the Skindinavia Makeup Finishing Spray. Alright sisters, and this is the naughty look all complete. This look is definitely a lot more dramatic and intense. We added some cranberry tones to the eye in honor of the Christmas holiday spirit, and then of course some glitter on the lid just to make it very, very vibrant, and then of course some fluffy lashes just to be a little bit extra. Our first little look was our nice look, and it's like cute and soft and kind of natural but still nice. It's like the Christmas card under the tree from Aunt Josephine that you're like happy about but like could be better. And then this look is the present from Grandma Helen, who always steps it up 54 notches and has the biggest present right underneath the tree that can barely even fit because it is so big and extra. That's this look. I really hope you guys enjoyed these two very, very different looks today and learning how to go from a very soft daytime glam to a very intense nighttime glam ready to ho it out with the elves. Definitely leave me a comment down below and tell me which one you like better. If you enjoyed this little Christmas makeup tutorial, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below and subscribe if you have not already. Click that little bell icon so you can be notified every time I upload a brand new video. I would love to have you join the sisterhood. If you'd like to follow me on my makeup journey, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They're both just James Charles. And my Snapchat for more behind the scenes type stuff is James Charles and the next S after Charles. This week's sister shout out goes to Sister Mason. Thank you so much, babe, for always following and supporting. You know I love you so, so, so much. And if you would like to be the next week's sister shout out, make sure to always retweet my video links when they go live on Twitter. Alright sisters, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Happy holidays, even though it is only December 1st. This entire month is holiday season. Let's be real. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!